three-pointer rattles in and out. That one halfway down. Here's Wallace, goes at Jokic. Oh, he throws it down. A thunderous dunk from Cason Wallace, and the crowd erupts again.
Bouncing off. And Holmgren knocks it over to SGA. We are under 2 minutes to go, first half. Holmgren drives and slams. Big finish.
Of their defense on Jokic. Yes, he has a lot more points. He's making those threes. He just says he wants it to be a little tighter. Wants his strategy to stay the same.
Jokic tonight, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Caruso with yet another steal. Caruso throws it back. SGA.
Hartenstein trying to give it up. The cut and the jam by Williams.
And Oklahoma City, one of the best cutting teams in the NBA.
Against this Thunder team.
And 2 of them already are by the young player Strawther. These are the moments where you have a first half.
Oh, Hartenstein on the follow.
And I believe that's 3 or 4 here for the game.
Up top, Hartenstein with the throwdown. Set up by Holmgren and a foul call.
Getting inside a must against his defense.
And they cut it to 4. Holmgren on the rock attack. Chet Holmgren. Missed there by Wiggins out of the timeout.
And I like how I'm sure he told Stephanie that he was very a matter of fact. Like no one else in the league can do that. As
stepping and steal, Wiggins takes it to the upper room.
The reigning coach of the year, Coach Daignault, calling out the play. He rejects the screen, steps through, got it! SGA on the J.O.B.
He wants to dance with Holmgren. Murray, jab, jumper. It's short. Watson, another board. Rejected on the inside.
They lead by 13. Here's Murray. And they turned him over. With great hands by Cason Wallace. What a pest. Hartenstein catching a body.
It's 23 to 11 in this first half. Quite a different story from game 1. That's not working either. Jokic tried to hit Westbrook. Upstairs, slam down. Jalen Williams climbs the imaginary ladder. Williams, swing to Williams. This is the bigger Jalen on a kick. Lou Dort, got a 3. Switch out front, Gilgeous-Alexander with Murray. The back in, the fade. He's got it! And the foul!
Westbrook a 3. Holmgren tips it, taken by Wallace. Burst of speed, Wiggins, Wallace, bucket!
Triggers the break. Shake and bake by Williams, flip it to the open man. Hartenstein with the hammer!
unable to convert there, but you like his aggressiveness if you're Denver.
Holmgren lob it up, slam it down. Hartenstein in regulation. Step in, steal by Dort. Dort's going to try to do it himself. He missed it. Kept alive by Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander cleans it up on the inside. With a... SGA, bounce it. Hartenstein, again, and again, and again. He has become Mr. Nugget in so many ways.
How about 2 game winners in the same postseason?
Holmgren cans it from the corner.
The small forward, Jalen Williams guarding Jokic. Jokic making him pay.
The bigger Jalen Williams hits on a 3. Thunder shooting 62% from the field. SGA wants to clear the area. The fade is good. Kick it for the Brown 3. Off the mark. Shots are not going down. They've been well contested. Holmgren with a head of steam. Layup goes and a foul. Denver is 3 of 13 from the field. Feed it inside and bounce off of Jokic. Turnover. Look, Russell Westbrook is in. Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go and puts some English on it. The Canadian.
This lineup right now for Denver was so good in game 1, defensively and efficiently on the offensive end.
Lou Dort, bingo! High screen, Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander. Off balance. Banker goes. That's difficult.
That was a tough horse shot right there. Execute at the end of the game like they would have liked.
Didn't finish. Didn't slam the door shut, as Mark Daigneault said to us. Turnover. Wallace ahead. Joe, poke away, but he put it to Hartenstein, and Dort is there. Anybody that's Team Calipari is good with him.
Well, there are a lot of Team Calipari out there in the NBA.
Isaiah Joe with a downtown hit.
Really, right now, Denver is going to have to work on their defense here and attempt to get some stops. Everything going OKC's way.
Wallace pops it in from the outside. Getting into it with a fan sitting in the 5th row.
And the fans, they cheered him before game 1.
They did. Not tonight. Wallace connects on a 3. Alexander along with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Gordon stumbling going to the rim. He had it blocked underneath. Caruso twisting and turning for 2.
You had Jokic posting up on the smaller Wiggins. They missed him.
Williams, hard drive. Brown gets a piece of it. Open look. Wiggins nails it from long range. Gordon fakes out Caruso, drives in, and blocked by Holmgren. Blocked again. 2 for the price of 1. Wallace goes coast to coast. He just kicked it to another gear. Jab, jumper, splash. Gilgeous-Alexander, swing it. Wiggins, got a 3.
And that's how you attack a zone. Dribble penetration. Talented young player showing his range.
Gilgeous-Alexander fades and hits. They turned it over 18 times in game 1. Overcame that with late game execution. Williams, off balance delivery, goes down.
And Williams is so good. Had such an incredible season.
On the switch, Gilgeous-Alexander crosses over and gets it to go. SGA is smooth with it.
Oh, great footwork.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has scored 22. He's dished out 7 assists. Hartenstein, backdoor, layup goes. It's Dort. Williams over Jokic. No. Rebound, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. Yes, a 3. Porter now 1 of 9 from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander fades and hits. Under 4 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Hartenstein faked the handoff. Shot clock down to 5. The cut and slam by Williams. And another dime from Hartenstein.
And Westbrook still has the energy and the athleticism after all those great seasons.
Williams to Williams. J-Dub inside. Hammer jam. SGA made the point that his workouts are so efficient that you see that efficiency play out in the way he plays the game. Jumper is smooth from Isaiah Joe with the tray ball. And then a reload here for OKC. A.J. Mitchell in the game. And A.J. Mitchell in the box score. They're on the receiving end of a rout in favor of the Thunder. There's Joe one-on-one with Tyson. And Joe nails the J. Najee the offensive rebound. Slapped away. Turnover. Joe give it up. Mitchell cans a triple. Got Char and a handoff for Tyson. 5:25 mark of the 4th. Steal. Mitchell upstairs.
When they didn't necessarily, they may be a 500 team then as Joe just stays hot from 3.
59% shooting for the Oklahoma City Thunder, 37% for Denver. That's going to add to the percentage for OKC. The layup from the rookie out of Weber State, Dylan Jones. Strother, head and shoulder fake, creative attempt, and now OKC can just dribble out the clock. This was an old-fashioned playoff blowout. Oklahoma City responds in a big way. Game 2 belongs to the Thunder. 149 to 106.
Gilgeous-Alexander on Porter Jr. Great pocket pass into the dunker spot. And the first field goal of the game goes to Chet Holmgren.
Isaiah Hartenstein makes great decisions because he's such an alert passer to Chet Holmgren, who, as you pointed out, was right in that baseline dunker spot.
But great defense by Jalen Williams.
He grabbed 8 rebounds, a couple of them two-handed rebounds. He was very, very good.
Master of the mid-range, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his first field goal. Here's Gordon on the edge. Jokic out top. Off the brush screen by Gordon. Got to the rim and blocked by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander 1 for 2 so far. Here just getting underway. Off the screen. Got to the mid-range and cashes out again. The creativity of Murray on display again.
Well, creativity is right. He's a very creative finisher, especially with the left hand around the basket.
Off the stagger, Murray into the corner. Westbrook. He's been proficient shooting the 3 from the corner this year. Here's Caruso on the move. They got a 2-on-1 facing Gordon, and Caruso lays it in. Tough fadeaway, and he barely draws iron. Wallace with the hustle and the stick back. They lead by 13. Here's Murray. And they turned him over.
There's great hands by Cason Wallace. What a pest.
Hartenstein catching a body. Probing against Porter Jr. Holmgren, butter.
But you definitely have to move the ball and get some player movement, not just stand around.
They tried to screen Brown that time. Off the kick out, Williams with the midi. Cash. The Thunder a little bit stagnant here offensively. Wow, what a drive by Williams.
And you can see the frustration. He just doesn't miss those shots very often.
Caruso open 3. Got it. Well, it's Caruso.
Have to search out if that goes in. Who's the closest nugget to get credit for it?
Caruso open for 3. Got another one.
But said they'd like to do a better job rebounding to keep them from multiple shots. On offense, he says they like the looks they got. They could do a better job screening. Has another dunk on the other end by Holmgren.
Over half their points are coming from the foul line.
Gilgeous-Alexander crowded, double teamed. The pass, Holmgren with the finish. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Denver showing a bit of help. 7 on the shot clock, goes tween. Sprays it out to Dort. Wide open 3, butter. Murray trying to shake Dort. Around the Jokic screen, nice hezzy. Dort sticks with him and got part of the ball on the block. Murray retrieves it. Double teamed and peeled clean.
He said, guys, we got a guard. We can turn them over and get back in this. Then Mark Daigneault came and he said, guys, it's only a 6-point game. No matter how we got here, as they cut it to 3 there on a 3.
But he also plays on the floor so he can shot fake and drive it.
The Thunder said they wanted to face Denver. Wallace laces the 3 from the corner. Gilgeous-Alexander sprays it out to Wiggins on the wing. And that 3 with an auspicious bounce goes through. 17 in the game for Christian Brown.
Well, he's been so good in this game.
Holmgren misses. Boy, a little room service for Wiggins underneath with the loose ball. Brown with the screen. Caruso switches on to Murray. Murray touches paint, and he lost it. 8 seconds to go. When you look at the fact that during the regular season, the Nuggets were 20th in defensive rating. They gave up the lob and one to Hartenstein.
How good has Aaron Gordon been in the playoffs? Not just this series, but he was great against the Clippers.
Had that game winner and a big shot response by Wallace. Got it off just in time before the expiration of the shot clock. Williams. Wallace, one more. Wiggins wide open. Cash. Gilgeous-Alexander around the screen. Back out to Caruso. One more to a wide open Wallace. That is pristine. Off the tween. Gilgeous-Alexander raises up and got an auspicious bounce for the bucket.
And that's a big mistake from Denver to start after that timeout.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the midi. Against that Denver zone, Williams touches paint with the layup. And commemorating his play this season, dedicating it to his brother, his late brother. Gilgeous-Alexander to the rim, and the layup. Jalen Williams with a subpar offensive game today with 9 points on 2 of 13, make it 10 now. But regardless, the Thunder will even this series at 2 games apiece as they storm into Denver and Ball Arena on Mother's Day and win 92-87 in a big bounce back game.
Dort, swing, Hartenstein extra, shot clock is winding down. The jumper goes for Holmgren, a splash to open up play for 3. Denver shot it very poorly, 31% the other day in game 4 as Gordon misses on the jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander accelerates and scores. Gilgeous-Alexander through traffic. Denver is 1 of 8 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. Open look, Williams, bottom.
And that's so important right there.
They've made 7 in a row. And a lot of activity around the hoop. Williams, the floater, is good.
And that's important. OKC needed keeping that defense honest.
And Westbrook tried to take it away from Hartenstein, could not. Wiggins threads the needle for the Caruso J. The high archer goes. Coach Adelman trying to use that bench a bit more. Short from Williams, follows it, and gets to the other side of the backboard for 2. Denver, quite a different story from the first quarter of game 4. Westbrook turns it over. It's a 3-on-1 developing. Caruso will do it himself. 7 points for Jokic. The last 3 games, he shot at 33% from the field, 18% from 3. Williams lob it up. Hartenstein guides it through.
In it and fresh for that fourth quarter.
Strong first quarter for Jalen Williams, 9 points. Brown, D9 on the inside. OKC felt it was last touched by Denver. That's not how the officials saw it, so the Nuggets take over. Ball popped in the air. Wallace accelerating all the way.
And obviously scoring gives Jokic more time for a breather on the bench.
35-29 Nuggets. Spin by Holmgren, and he lays it in. But he averaged 32.7 in the regular season. Back in, squares, it hits.
And that's his play right there. Great patience.
Into the conference finals after taking care of business in 5 against Cleveland. Williams, pull-up jumper. He's got it. Wallace. They get Wiggins involved. Sticks the 3.
Yeah, that lineup, Payson Wallace, Alex Caruso.
Big first half for Williams. Knock away by Porter, but into the hands of Wallace. Hartenstein hands to Caruso. Cha-ching! A 3.
Fantastic finish there, but this unit for OKC has worked in this series.
10 points now for Gordon. Hartenstein. Boom.
We need him. He is one of their great closers for the Nuggets.
Hartenstein. Jokic was a little late rotating over this. It's a downtown hit for Nikola Jokic.
And he was off balance, too, it seemed like on that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander answers.
I thought he could have swung it. Jalen Williams was open there in the corner.
Murray had it intercepted. He tried to hit Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander steps in. They cut off SGA initially. That won't stop them. And a chance for 3. And it's rebounded by Gilgeous-Alexander. Chance to tie or take the lead. That's for the tie.
And I believe that's 3 or 4 here for the game.
Up top, Hartenstein with the throwdown.
Murray against SGA, 2 Canadian national team teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the off-balance delivery. Hartenstein the board. Rebounding numbers in favor of Denver. The drive and deuce for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 19 for Jamal Murray. Dort moves the ball, gets it back. Dort the answer? Yes, sir.
And he needed that. He's been struggling from 3s.
For Adelman. 80-69. Jalen Williams hits the short pop. Holmgren retreats. Williams is open. Off the rim. Caruso flies in. Holmgren! The crank! 31 points, 12 rebounds. The lead is 11. Ball movement. The Caruso three is pure. One minute to play, quarter. Pull up pop is good. SGA for two, but could not finish it. He was looking for a call. SGA on the feed. Dort the three. Money.
His aggressiveness getting into the paint has caused all kind of problems.
Lou Dort bangs it home. Off the mark. Bound. Dort somehow saves it for Williams. Over to Williams. Holmgren hanging out underneath the rim, and he ties the game. Forced to give it up. He does to Holmgren. Turnaround over Murray. Rims out. Tip and goes. Hartenstein with the follows. Denver is 1 of 10 from the field in the fourth quarter. Murray drives, and Holmgren with the block. Defending the rim. Thunder can grab the lead. Stop and go. Gilgeous-Alexander, so smooth. Jokic has got 39 points, 15 rebounds. Gilgeous-Alexander inside. Hartenstein, big time flush. Some help from Murray. Kick, Dort, extra. Williams on the way. Connects. Thunder lead by 3. High screen, Hartenstein. Shot clock is down to 6. Gilgeous-Alexander on target. 112 to 105. 12 seconds left. Murray taking a lot of time, down to 8 seconds. Murray fires. It's off the mark, tipped up in the air. Williams claims it, and Gilgeous-Alexander will dribble out the clock. This pivotal Game 5 belongs to Oklahoma City. They come up big down the stretch once again, and they take a 3-2 lead in this Western Conference semifinals. 112 to 105 over Denver.
No new material for Game 7, just be who you are, and that's been the best record in the NBA all season. Holmgren, nice spin move, and the finish.
They need MPJ to make shots, or Brown. Somebody's got to come along with the other two.
Gilgeous-Alexander fakes, now drives on Brown, pulls up, loves that elbow spot. Hartenstein running the floor, beautiful pass. Poor transition defense there from Denver. Wild pass. Gilgeous-Alexander using Hartenstein. Sneaks past Jokic off the glass. It's good. I'm not sure about his...
I don't know how he impressed his team.
Right. But Gordon already has contributed. Murray shot blocked by Holmgren.
Well, they're really struggling against the zone, and a lot of their threes have been open. And this has plagued the Thunder in this series.
Right back out to Caruso. Wallace alley-oop to Holmgren. Beautiful setup. And Chet Holmgren able to get it to go down. Westbrook a three. Holmgren tips it. Taken by Wallace. Burst of speed. Wiggins. Wallace. Bucket.
And looking. You've got to know when that ball is coming. If I've got space, I'm going to shoot. If I don't, I'm going to drive.
Wallace again. Beautiful pass. Holmgren the beneficiary. Wiggins. Wallace right back. Caruso tries another three, and finally the Thunder get their first three-pointer. They missed about a 5-second difference, shot clock and game clock. SGA kicks it out in the corner. Holmgren three-pointer. In and out. Right there on the follow is Wiggins.
It's not only the non-Jokic minutes, but also no Jamal Murray, who is about to check back into the game.
Hartenstein tips it out. Jalen Williams the drive. Banks it home and a foul. 3 on the 24. Wiggins off the bounce, pulls back, gets it off in time, and rattles it home. Holmgren fakes the three, now puts it on the floor. Caruso takes off the line. Dort, his corner three, that's good. Suddenly the Thunder knock down a couple of threes. They're back up by 3. Ball stolen, a lot of contact. Caruso goes inside. David Alleman upset, as is Gordon, who thought there should have been a foul call. More zone defense from Denver. Jalen Williams to Caruso. Pass inside to Williams. Layup is good.
Wow.
Westbrook on the drive inside to Watson. Watson knocked away by SGA. Obviously signing Isaiah Hartenstein. Two guys have been critical in their success. Another nice feed. Holmgren very good. A low-scoring affair here in Game 7. Under 2.5 remaining in the second. Williams lines up. Hits the three. Watson gets ahead of steam. Goes right at Holmgren. Fight for the rebound. Williams. Here comes Williams. Rises up and throws it down. Gilgeous-Alexander nails the three. With a minute remaining here in the second. Williams pokes it away. Jokic trying to get it. Williams comes away and throws it down. Another turnover. Back to Williams. Inside. It's good. Shot clock off. No fouls to give here for Denver. Jalen Williams has exploded here in the second. That shot bounces around and drops through. 17 points for Williams.
They need to show up big now because of the deficit.
Meanwhile, Alex Caruso getting the start here in the second half. Murray turns it over. There was contact there. Gilgeous-Alexander goes down and Williams goes right at Porter. Stops, pulls up, jump shot is good. Talk about a bounce-back game. The Thunder right now in control. SGA connects on a three.
Without having to score, those are the players that they needed to have around this core unit in OKC.
5 on the 24. Holmgren backdoor. Caruso banks it home. That's just beautiful basketball to watch.
He was 0 for 3 from 3. It's obviously that shoulder has been bothering him.
Jalen Williams inside. Hartenstein gets it to fall. Banks it home. And you know the circumstance, but at Game 7, he's not out there. Pass deflected. Stolen. Jalen Williams got the second deflection. SGA drives in and lays it up off the glass.
The way he's comported himself. Coach's guys tried to put him in a position to make them successful and never one time made it about himself. Never one time.
Every great assist man knows the importance of that throw ahead.
SGA inside to Wallace. Hartenstein, the lefty loft. Williams, a lot of contact out there on Murray. Lob it into Jokic. Stolen by Wallace. Another forced turnover. Caruso lays it up and in. Leaves Watson open. Watson tries a three-pointer. Rebound, Wallace. Williams, 2-on-1. Caruso throws it down. A right-handed hammer for Alex Caruso. Largest lead of the game. Corner three. Wiggins, the latest to knock one down.
Well, let me say this. 25-point leads have been given up in this postseason. Going into the fourth quarter, I was a part of it. As you see, Shea with the and one.
SGA pulls up and knocks it down.
Keep their players in with this lead and 9 minutes to go.
SGA pulls up, jumper, got it. 32 points in the biggest game of his career. Of any team in NBA history. They had very few clutch games in the regular season because they were so dominant as Williams knocks down a three.
The reason why we have those numbers is we want to see how efficient you are in the last 5 minutes of a close game. But if you're efficient in 48 minutes, you don't need that.
But then the Thunder took command. Isaiah Joe, a little fake. And Joe knocks down the three. That's first points to contribute. Mitchell, the rookie. Nice move. Get back to that in a moment. Mitchell connects. Well, the dreams of a title for the Thunder are still alive. OKC is going to the conference finals.